Andon, stop, call, wait. Building a culture of immediate response. This is probably one of the most important concepts that I'm going to talk about from my learnings from Paul Akers on the Japan trip, seeing this in action. Stop. If there's any kind of variation or problem, call your team and wait to start the line until you have the problem solved with a full kit. This is phenomenal. They do it in Toyota 2,000 times a day across the world. Okay, I've seen it in action. It's absolutely amazing. And they do it at Paul Akers' Fast Cap facility, and other lean companies that we visited in Japan do the same thing as well. And usually it's fairly well automated as well. But this is the key. Instead of us pushing, we need to stop, call, and wait. Because pushing through something will take so much more time than just stopping to fix it right there. So if you are interested in this topic, stay with me on this video. Okay, so I'm super excited about this. What I observed in Japan, and I actually saw this in some videos from Nicholas Modig as well, is that there will be a worker in the Toyota production line, in the line manufacturing, and let's say a screw feels a little bit too tight. I got to take a step back. One time Paul had some Japanese visitors at his house. Paul's house is beautiful. He's got Japanese gardens, beautiful woodwork, the whole, I mean, just absolutely phenomenal. And he's got Japanese toilets and the whole nine, everything in there. Anyway, one of his Japanese guests was trying to open the door, and it was one of those doors that, like, you know how it's like really hard to unlatch, right? She stopped. She didn't push through it. Obviously, she has her hand washed and everything. Calls Paul, son, can you help me? And he came and opened the door, and he's like, oh no, it's just a little bit tougher. But she noticed the slightest variation in how things were done and just stopped. And Paul was like, oh my gosh, this is something I would have just pushed through. But to her, it could have meant something was wrong. So he fixed the door to where it just gently latches and unlatches right there. But it was this stop, call, wait principle. Fast forward, we're observing this in Japan. A worker sees a slight variation, like a screw going in, feels like there's something different, just a little bit of variation. Not big variation, but just something little. And it could be like misthreaded. Pushes the button. Sometimes an andon is a cord, single or a double, pull or a button, right? So pushes it, stops line. That means the whole line stops everywhere. I just want to make sure that everybody understands what I'm talking about. Until they fix this, you've got as many workers on the line paused. And then a light goes off and a team leader comes over and is like, okay, take it out. Okay, yeah, that screw does look like it has a little bit of slag or whatever. All right, change that, get back in. Okay, we're good. Okay, point and call. And then they're like, are we good? Okay, back up and start the line back again, and it starts going again. Even the slightest variation. I saw this so many times throughout the country, the stop, call, wait concept. And here's what it's basically based on. By the way, I'm challenging the United States to get better because of two reasons. Number one, we taught the Japanese a lot of this. And second, the greatest generation knew these things, but since then we've forgotten. And third, if we're like, I don't want to learn about Japan, are we saying that we are giving up? Or do we want to run with the big dogs? Not only are we learning about ourselves, things that we've forgotten, but if we are top performers, we will learn from other people. And so I'm going to just call us out a little bit. Western culture a lot from Frederick Taylor, a very ill-programmed human with ill-programmed behaviors and beliefs, taught us to push. Oh, just get started, we'll figure it out. Oh, we don't have a full kit, just go ahead. Oh, this trade's not ready, push another trade in front of them. Oh, worker, go faster. Oh, you're not doing enough? Let me go ahead and yell at you. There's a problem, just keep going. There's a defect, push it down the line, we'll rework it later. Busy? No. I'm just gonna say the word. There's no other way to say it than it's stupid. We've got to get to the point if we see not just a problem, but little variations, stop, call, wait, and we don't start the line until we have full kit. I learned that from Dr. Efrat Ashla Goldratt, Eliyahu Goldrat's daughter, and Remy, her brother as well. But like, we have full kit to start. They say don't start until you have full kit to finish, right? Here's another interesting story. I come back to our company Lean Tact, into our Western culture where we're trying our best to implement lean practices. But a process starts breaking down, and it's bad. One of the processes dealt with how we schedule meetings. The other day we were on a free 2-hour TAC production system course, and the meeting time zone was different than the meeting invite, and I had dozens of people waiting on Zoom waiting for me. I was being a burden to people. I was disrespecting their time. And instead of blaming people, I was like, we need to fix this process. So I rallied the team that was responsible for it, and I was like, this process is not serving us. We are good. And we get the opportunity now to stop the line. We're going to stop all of our operations for this until we fix the process. And you thought I would have shot their dog. And I love these people. But it's so ingrained in us in Western culture to just push through and keep doing mistakes and keep being busy that, hey, let's just stop the line in a kind way approach was seen as scolding. And I was super nice. This concept of stop, call, wait is so foreign to us that it's going to take us a lot of effort to get it done. But the bottom line is, if our train of trades hits a problem, stop, call, wait. Stop the whole line. In manufacturing, there's a problem variation, stop, call, wait. Stop the whole line. If there's a process in your company and it's passing problems on, it's going to ruin your brand, you stop the whole operation. Stop, call, wait. It's not a punishment. And that is actually the only way to stop fundamentally blaming people. Because if you're like, no, just keep going, then you're like, just let's go, blame the people. But if you're like, no, I will not blame the people here, I'm going to blame the process, then you have to stop the process. This concept of stop, call, wait is absolutely huge. And Paul Akers is like, rework, minimum 8 times the original cost, but it's probably 100. If you push defects down the line, you hurt your brand, and you hurt your operation, you hurt your finances, and you hurt the organization because of rework. Minimum, it's 8 times the original cost. It's probably more like 100. We have got to get in the habit of stopping to get it right the first time and stop pushing through things. The biggest problem with Western manufacturing and construction culture is push and increasing work in progress above the capacity of our systems and our resources and our people. And so this is huge. And here's my first challenge. How can you teach your organization, not just with a big problem, but with slight variations, to stop, call, and wait, and don't start until you have a full kit to finish? I hope you've enjoyed this video. On we go.